I've been working with Lucia and Jesse for almost a year. We've been looking at quite a few houses. The house that they were renting, they needed to move out. There was a hard move out date, and so then the pressure kind of built to find them their house. They were almost willing to accept houses that really weren't a great fit for them. They were getting a little desperate, and it was kind of like every time a house that would come on the market that would fit them would come up, they'd want to go look at it right away, and they would be ready to make an offer right away. But none of them were really, I didn't feel like were really a good fit. They were a young family. They had 2 young children. This house in Danville came on the market, and Lucia texts me and she's like, we need to go look at this immediately. The day it went on the market, we went and saw the house, and it was so much better than any house we had looked at before. And they just were in love. They were just in love with it. It just fit everything they were looking for. They just kept saying to me, Lauren, you need to get us this house. Lauren, we need this house. It was the first day it was on the market. And so in my head, I thought, this agent is gonna wanna let a lot of showings happen because it was a great house and it was a great price. We wrote what I thought was a really strong offer and submitted it. And the seller's agent came back and he said, can you please extend the date that the sellers have to respond? In my head, I'm just like, this is not good. We don't want a whole bunch of people in this house to look at it. And so I talked to Lucia and Jesse, told them that they appreciated the offer, but they wanted to allow showings to happen through the weekend, which was gonna open it up to having a bunch more offers and even more competition. They were like, what can we offer so that they'll just take it and take it off the market? So I called the seller's agent and I said, would you reach out to the sellers and ask them what it would take for them to cancel the showings that are scheduled and to go with my buyers? Kind of explained a little bit of their background, young family, they are on a hard deadline to get out of their house. This house is perfect for them. And he said, oh, I'll do it, Lauren, I'll see. And they came back and they said, you would need to give us this price with this closing date, and then we would get into contract with your buyers. And it was a very reasonable price. I was very happy to go back to my buyers and say, hey, are you willing to pay X amount for this house with these contingencies? And emphatically, they said, absolutely. We wrote up the offer, sent it over, and sellers signed it. They canceled all the showings, and they moved into the house a couple weeks ago and have been texting me nonstop about how happy they are and how perfect it is. And it was just it was a really happy ending for what was a really stressful home search for them.